Hello, everybody. Or should I say, give me a second while I Google hello in Norwegian. I didn't think to do this until literally just this second. Hold on. Hello in Norwegian. Just. Or should I say hallo? It's very similar to English. Thought it would be something different. That's fine. Yeah. Welcome to Norway Night here at the Teacup for One movie marathon. My name is Matt and I have 2 degrees and it's Oscar season. So last week we came together. We talked about one of the big blockbuster Oscar films of the season, Guillermo del Toro's long-awaited Frankenstein. And this year this week, we're kind of looking at the exact opposite type of movie, the sleeper hit of the Oscar season, the small domestic family drama, which is also a foreign film from Norway, I believe or assume. Yeah. Which is just sweeping award season. And it got a ton of nominations this year. Not the most, not 16. I think 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8. It got 8. So yes, tonight we are talking about Sentimental Value. This is an interesting film because, like I said, it just kind of swept award season and it's nominated in some pretty high up there categories. So we've got Best International Feature Film, Best Film Editing, Original Screenplay, and a ton of acting nominations. I didn't do the math, but I think this might be the most nominated movie for acting this year. So we've got a Best Supporting Actor nomination for Stellan Skarsgård, 2 Best Supporting Actress nominations, one for Inga Lilius, as well as another one for Elle Fanning, the little sister of Dakota Fanning. Did she get an Oscar nomination before Dakota? And then Best Actress for Renette. I'm going to mispronounce so many of these names. Renette got Best Actress, as well as a Best Director and a Best Picture nomination. So a lot to discuss. And who are we going to be discussing with? 2 of our favorite people. Let's bring in the first one. It's Jeanette, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Jeanette. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. I didn't expect that to be.
I learned that from It's a Small World first.
What?
Yeah, because they have all those greetings at the end of, or at the beginning, whatever. They have greetings.
You want to look at it on the wall and identify that's Norway?
At some point in my life, yeah, I just remember identifying it with it. Maybe because of Epcot. It all comes back together.
I kept thinking about Epcot while watching this movie. Even that's my only frame of reference really for Norway.
Yeah.
Now it's just Frozen Land.
I literally sat there and had the same thoughts. I was like, man, there used to be a lot of Norway there, good Norway.
Yeah, Justice for Maelstrom. There we go. This movie.
That's what I should have put as my title, but it does say I do have more Norway, please, which.
Not too late.
Fitting,
this movie had a severe lack of trolls, puffins, ice princesses.
They do say the word troll though. He says TikTok troll, and I did rewind it to try, and I'm not remembering it, of course. But I was like, oh, what did he say? What did he say?
Yeah, but it's a different kind of troll. I'm realizing how little I know about actual Norway, which isn't great, but whatever. Yeah, you know who might know about Norway? It's Lauren. Lauren, what do you know about Norway?
Hello. I actually also thought about Epcot when the movie first started, and they started speaking in Norwegian, and I'm like, what?
Yep.
And I thought about Epcot as well, and I loved the Epcot Pavilion over in. The Norway Pavilion at Epcot, so it was fun. But yeah, that's pretty much. I can also say that it was lacking Thor, and
you're right.
Yeah,
no,
it was
Thor,
missing the Norwegian gods.
It's funny you say that. In watching this, it made me wonder if Stellan wouldn't have been as good of an Odin as Sir Hopkins was.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, they probably never even considered him, would be my guess.
Although he wasn't Thor, so
he would have been delightful. He would have been so good. He would have been so good. I mean, Tony did a good job, obviously, but
yeah.
Stellan, and also to see Stellan in his native language acting.
Matt, I can't hear you.
What? No, can you hear me, Lauren?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. It's a Jeanette problem.
Can you hear me, Jeanette?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hold
Uh-oh.
on. I'll go.
I can hear myself on the TV in the living room that's giving us one of these 6 views. Oh, Jeanette's gone. Oh well.
Yeah.
She'll be back. She'll be back. So yeah, Norway.
Yeah.
I think we all learned a little bit more about Norway from watching this movie, or maybe not. I don't know.
And they shop at IKEA there, I guess.
Yay.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Loud and clear.
Woo! Delightful. So opening question. Well, going to be about Norway, but we've already kind of talked about Norway. I am curious to know, what is everyone's favorite Oscar film from the past, or specifically favorite award, where you're like, that person and or category really deserved this from any film in Oscar history.
God,
Mm-hmm.
of any film.
Hmm.
Oh, I know what I'm
Oh.
saying.
Okay, Lauren, you go first.
Michelle Yeoh. I thought that she was very deserving of that Oscar. I was so happy. It was one of the few times where I was just rooting for somebody, and both her and Ki Kwan. I thought that both of them did an excellent job. I love that movie so much, and yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. Jeanette?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going off the top of my head without looking up specific older things, Demi Moore
Mm.
last year for The Substance. Don't look around like you don't know what I'm talking about.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen, though. It was Nora.
Yes.
No, it was
Yeah,
Nora.
I know. I thought you said one that we thought should have won.
No, your favorite that did win. Your favorite, like, most.
Oh,
deserved
that did win.
The realsies. Yeah,
I thought you said that deserved to win.
No, I thought you were rewriting history. No.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about that should have won.
No.
Oh gosh. Well, there's a lot that I think deserved to win. I mean, I think Titanic deserved to win in 1997 or 98, technically, I guess.
I agree.
Yeah, that's true.
Just off the top of my head.
I think Titanic was like the last really great Oscar historical epic movie.
It might that one. Yeah. Did Gladiator win? I'm not a Gladiator fan, but
I think it did.
okay, I'm not a Gladiator fan necessarily. I mean, I love Titanic, but
yeah. Like
Gladiator.
I'm deep in my Gone with the Wind era right now, as I'm like researching for my video, and I still don't think it's a movie that holds up, but I am fascinated just by it as a movie. And I feel like I've spent so much of my life angry at it for beating Wizard of Oz and being nominated over Wizard of Oz in almost every category. But now looking back, I'm like, okay, no, it makes sense. I think Wizard of Oz is an objectively better movie.
They were just making really beautiful movies back then.
39 was the best year for movies, the best. But
it's a beautiful time.
For right now, the most deserved award outside of Hattie McDaniel and Vivian Leigh, because I think they fully deserve their acting wins. I think cinematography for Gone with the Wind is like an underrated Oscar achievement. Because it was the first movie in color to ever win, and that was when color was still a novelty. And like it pains me to say this since Oz is like my everything. I think Gone with the Wind uses color so much better than Wizard of Oz. Like the use of color in Gone with the Wind is so intentional and so beautiful. Like the way that those the pop in certain shots and like just cinematography in Gone with the Wind, so good, good. Yeah,
I agree.
All right, but yeah, let's talk about this movie. Oh, first we have to say hello to the cats. Sabrina, hello.
Cats.
Eliza, hello. And Mother, not a cat, but hello.
Yes.
Hello,
Martha.
Hello. So yes, first let's just do a quick recap. I would like each of you to tell us what this movie is about, and I'm going to give you 20 seconds today. In 20 seconds. We'll start with Jeanette. Your time starts now. Go.
There's a dad. He's in the entertainment industry. He has kids. One of them gets in the entertainment industry. The other one does not. They have problems. They kind of solve their problems.
You had 5 seconds to spare. Very good. Very good. That was
there you go.
Lauren, let's hear your 20-second synopsis / recap of Sentimental Value. Your time starts now.
Yeah, dad screws up his relationship with his daughters and brings in a kind of proxy daughter for a little bit, and then heals at the end.
Oh, yeah, 10
Spoiler.
seconds spare. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well done. Yeah, I would say, okay, wait, my time is going to start now. Norwegian movie star leaves family, comes back to family, wants to make amends while also make a movie. Family says no, but then say yes. All was well.
Very good.
And there's a house.
Yes.
This is truly one of those movies where someone could, I think, fairly say, like, the house is a character.
Yes. Yeah. I was thinking that when I was watching it. I was like, this is an argument we have on this on this show sometimes.
Have we had an argument about if houses are characters?
Well, like there's been previous not argument, but like conversations about the house as a character. Is the house a character? Is it not a character?
This one it is. It's
Yes.
like movie. It opens with the house's point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll get into that. So I would just like to know opening thoughts. What were everyone's opening thoughts about this movie? Had you seen it before it was assigned for this week? And yeah, opening statement. We'll start with Lauren.
Like I was telling you earlier, I had absolutely no idea what this movie was about. I decided that I wanted to do it because this gives me an opportunity to watch the Oscar contenders, and so I watched the trailer, and I was like, okay, I see what it is, and then it started off in Norwegian, and I was like, what? How long is this going to go on in Norwegian? And it went on for quite a bit in Norwegian. And I'm so like, I don't know if it was because I was just not expecting to watch a movie with subtitles, but I was like being very resistant to it at first. I kept looking at my phone and then saying, what are they talking about? But then eventually I did get into the movie. And I thought that there was some excellent performances. I think all of the ones that you mentioned really, I think, are deserving of an Oscar. I don't know if they'll win, but I think that they are deserving of it. And I thought the filmmaking was really good. So yeah, it took me a moment to get into the movie because I just wasn't expecting a foreign language film. But once I did, I was on board. Now, would I watch it again? Probably not. I sometimes I think I'm just a lowbrow person, and I have a hard time with movies that basically say the same thing over and over again for 2.5 hours,
Right.
and then it comes to the resolution that you think is going to happen at the end. And so, yeah, I'm glad that I watched it, but I probably won't watch it again.
All right. Jeanette?
I was familiar with the movie, but had not seen it. I literally watched it today, just circumstances. But I had been wanting to see it. I'm a big Skarsgård fan, like all the Skarsgårds. And to see Stellan performances, obviously nowadays are fewer and far between than his sons.
Mhm.
And I knew the approximate like plot of the film from his point of view. He did a good job on his press tour with Alexander, where they were like kind of co-promoting their films, of not invoking the girls' stories too much. So I really knew about I'm playing a parent who was in the entertainment industry and then kind of messes up his family because he and Alexander in the press tour have conversations about how that was kind of similar to literally their life. And Stellan was like, no, that's not why I took the role. It's just a beautiful movie. And Alexander was like, yeah, sure. Okay. And he really busted his balls about it. But it was a really so I think those interviews are a pretty cool thing to watch, having seen it now. And yeah, I thought that it was a beautiful movie. Much like Lauren, I don't think I'm throwing this on my sick day.
Yeah.
This isn't taking a spot next to American Psycho in my reel of movies that I watch. But yeah, I thought it was a definitely obviously Oscar worthy. Like you watch it and you're like, this is what this movie kind of like that. If you asked me what genre is this, I'd say Oscar nominees, like that's kind of what it is.
It definitely does feel very Oscar-y, and I've been trying to navigate with myself why exactly that is. And
Yeah.
even just since right now I am very much in a Gone with the Wind research frame of mind, comparing it to what Oscar-worthy movies were 85-ish years ago compared to now, there's been such a shift, which I find interesting, where yeah, yeah, like they really seem to zero in on at least one of these types of movies every year where it is very underplayed and very family forward. Like it reminded me a lot of Coda, even though I enjoyed Coda significantly
Yeah.
more. And Coda is one that I would watch again. And
Yeah, I would watch that too.
I would also say that the reason, not necessarily the reason that it feels like that, but I guess I would just like to also include it's a foreign film nominee too, right? Like for
right,
best foreign film. So I like that most years we're getting that now. A foreign film nominee is in the best picture category.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. It almost feels like both foreign films and animated films. Like every once in a while, you'll get a really, really solid film that I
Yeah,
think will its chances of winning best picture will be lessened because people feel it will get representation in its other respective category like animated or foreign film. I think that's going to be the case with this one. I
Yeah.
think it's definitely probably going to take away the foreign film award, but probably not best picture. But I don't know, we'll see, we'll get there. But yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I was a lot more captivated by it than I expected to be,
Mhm.
yeah,
which shocked me. um and maybe that is in part because of the subtitles, because I find subtitle movies force an extra level of commitment and attention because you
absolutely.
have to actually engage. But I have watched things with subtitles where I don't care enough and then I have to force my way through them or whatever. But no, like I was able to just very easily watch this and I found it very captivating and I couldn't exactly tell you why if I were to recap it. But just in the moment, I think the acting is so good, the pacing is so
Yeah.
good. Um, yeah, I think it's a solidly made movie. And yes, just speaking to the pacing, let's talk about the opening because I found the opening sequence very well constructed. Like I think
Hmm.
they had a really good hook with the introduction about the house, but then they jumped into the present so seamlessly and effectively with like, oh, then she had her drama school audition and like, oh, now she's a professional actor. And just everything I think flowed so beautifully. And yeah, I'd just be curious to hear everyone else's thoughts on that opening sequence, like the house montage into her having her panic attack on stage or backstage.
Yeah, I mean, if I could say, I thought that it was a good way to kick it off, and it also kind of set the tone for what they ended up doing later with the pacing, and I don't know if it's really the pacing, but the way they would set up scenes where you didn't know if they were acting or if it was happening in real life.
Hmm.
And I thought that the way they jumped between things, where even as far back as when she was a kid, like, oh, she's going to an audition, and then like, oh no, she's actually in her room, like.
Mhm.
So I thought that kind of laid that groundwork and kind of planted that seed for seeing that type of scene jump later.
Hmm. Yeah, Lauren, what did you think?
I admittedly the beginning, like I did think about Epcot because of the architecture and stuff like that, but I honestly wasn't paying close attention enough to be truthful. And what actually did kind of like get me to like look up from my phone for a minute was when they started playing the music from The Shining, which is a Bella Bartok song. The one that dun dun dun
Oh,
dun.
right.
Yeah. So I was like, oh wait. I'm like, oh, why are they playing the music from The Shining? But I forget that it's actually not from The Shining. It is a classical piece. And so uh, probably from that point on, I was paying more attention. So I wish I'll have to go back and look at it again. But I would be lying to you if I said that I was paying attention.
The
This
house
is
didn't captivate you?
this is when he was still reeling from the fact that there was subtitles. You're not alone in that. I should have thrown this little anecdote in. You're not
Yeah.
alone in that, Lauren, because so before I was gonna watch this movie one night with my husband and my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law goes, "Well, are there subtitles? Just vision-wise, like being
Yeah.
able to see the TV." And I go, "Oh, yeah." And like the rest of my family's not as super inclined to watch subtitled stuff necessarily. Like I'll just throw it on. Again, like sometimes, like Matt said, sometimes I care about reading it, sometimes I don't. Like I find certain languages are easier to tell like what they're trying to convey than other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That is true.
I don't think you're alone in that at all. Like when you throw it, it's not just that you can just throw it on without knowing, like, hey, this is happening.
Exactly. That's exactly it. I don't object to subtitled films. I mean, like
No.
I would rather watch a subtitled film than a dubbed film. But the problem was is that based on the trailer that I watched, I
Right.
had no idea, and so I was just kind of thrown for a loop. And I thought, oh, eventually they're going to stop speaking in Norwegian.
See, my experience was the opposite. I was pleasantly surprised by how much English there was in the movie. I was prepared for like a full 2 hours and 20 minutes of just reading subtitles, and then it swapped. But
Well, yeah, and I thought, does Elle Fanning speak Norwegian?
I
that's what
literally was waiting. Once I found out how much Norwegian was in it, I was like, "Oh my god, is she gonna speak
Yeah,
Norwegian?"
is
that's what I
this why she
wondered
has
at
the Oscar
first.
nomination? Did she pull off being a pretend Norwegian person? She didn't, and that's kind of the point of the whole
Yeah,
movie.
no.
That's her
I was like,
character.
she's just played an American actress, which is very much what she is.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So actually, let's talk about the whole language element of the movie. Do we think, much like his movie within the movie, do we think this film would have been stronger if it was entirely in Norwegian? Do we feel like the balance serves a purpose outside of making the film marketable? Because it definitely felt to me like the English components, not that they were shoehorned in, but it felt like there was more English than there needed to be organically. And I feel like that was definitely one of those things where, from a production standpoint, they probably incorporated more English language so that it could be billed as like a bilingual film as opposed to just here's a movie entirely in Norwegian. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
I
I oh, go ahead.
so I kind of I disagree with that because I feel like they only spoke English when they were around Elle Fanning's character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
true.
I was just going to say that I think that she needed to speak English. Like uh, the story was like immensely personal and was like really he wanted his daughter to star in this movie,
Mhm.
right? And then she didn't want to do it, and so he went like completely in a different direction with this um, girl from the United States, actress from the United States that is just. Um, I just thought it created an interesting dichotomy. Like it made the difference between the daughter and the and Elle Fanning to be greater, which I felt added to the drama.
Yeah. And how did we feel about him single white femaling her to make her look more and more like his daughter?
I know.
He only asked her to dye her hair, and then
She
all the other
deserves
stuff
to.
she decided to do.
Yeah,
Do they say that? Oh, she does say, "You want me to dye the hair." I just assumed, I think, when she said that he asked for the whole, like, get the same haircut.
No, because she said like she was like, "Whoa, should I try an accent?" And he didn't really think she should at first. So
Mhm.
like I don't know. I feel like it was a mix of both. I think she found those pictures online. She's the
yeah,
one that found them. I thought it was interesting that they did it with Instagram too. It wasn't like she Googled her. She was like looking at her Instagram.
yeah.
Was she? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she was. It was. Fun. Fun. Yeah. I almost felt like I wanted them to make something more of that, but then it might have been a little too much. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what I was gonna say. English, Elle Fanning. Oh, I remember now. So I realized about 20 minutes in that part of the thing that I found interesting was just how much it was depicting a theater actor versus a film actor, because that caters to my personal interests.
Hmm.
But then usually I don't enjoy filmmakers making movies about the entertainment industry because I think it feels a little too self-serving. But at the same time, in this case, I didn't mind it,
Mhm.
but I still don't know why. So I'm curious to hear everyone's thoughts on that component of it. Do we think that this family story had to be about a family of entertainers? Would it have operated as well if it was like if he was a butcher and it was just a family of butchers and they were like working on a recipe book? I'm not sure. Like, yeah, what's everyone's thoughts on the entertainment industry component, kind of sandwiching the little family drama?
I mean, in this case, I think that it almost had to be
Mhm.
a film that was so personal. You know what I mean? And that even like Elle Fanning is just like, can I live up to this? You know what I mean? And she's obviously a Hollywood actress, and I think that she, I don't know, I didn't mind it so much. I know what you're saying, but it didn't bother me so much just because I felt like there needed to be something. Like it wouldn't have worked if it was butchers. You know what I mean? Because it's not personal enough. You know, the only thing I could think of is it being a music artist, but it would have to be some kind of artist, about some kind of art.
Hmm.
In my humble opinion.
Nice. Jeanette?
I feel I feel the same way as Lauren, that it would have to be an artist, or or it would have to be like a Dexter situation. Like it'd have to be like a killer that's like
What?
passing down. Like it'd have to be something that's really hard to convey to someone that's not of your type.
Hmm.
Like if you're a doctor, you can teach someone how to be a doctor. If you're a butcher, you can teach someone how to be a butcher. You can, um, artist. I feel like art it's a mindset, right? Especially if you're talking about, like you said, the different theater, film, whatever. Like
Hmm.
maybe that was their disconnect, and that's why. Who knows? One of the many disconnects. So I thought that, yeah, there's only so many things that this could be. And I was already attached to the idea because I'd seen all those interviews and I thought it was kind of adorable that it was mirroring real life. So.
Yeah, I think I'm grappling with myself if I found like the self-referential side of it, the fact that Stellan is from an acting family, if I just found that really charming. And yeah, or if I actually just liked that component of the movie because it was well done. And I still don't know. I still don't know. I think I'm just in this place where I'm like, I really loved this movie and I don't know why. Like I
Hmm.
can't put my finger on it, but there was just
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But let's talk about our main girl, about Nora. What was everyone's thoughts on Nora as a character, the actress's performance? I think that's a thing that I was checking in with myself with throughout the whole movie, was thinking like, is this actually her story? Is she the lead? Um, and I think she is, even though I would say it's more of an ensemble piece.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
yeah, I think if I had one criticism of the movie, I feel like I didn't get as much of her, what was happening for her internally, as I would have liked. It felt like it was more so them just telling me that she has a history with um like emotional struggles, mental health, as opposed to like showing that. I guess they did a little bit
I
at the
know
beginning.
exactly what
But
you're saying.
yeah, I felt like that was something I wanted examined in a
Can
way that
I
felt closer to me instead of just other characters telling me that that was her experience.
So I wonder if this is either a double-edged sword or if there's just I'm just looking at it from two ways. I don't know. But like A, maybe they want us to feel that way and not understand what's going on in her head.
Mhm.
But then also when they're telling us, when you say they're telling us, I feel like that's also showing at the beginning anyway, I felt like the amount of control that people had over her, so that's why she was like reaching out for control, right? Um, but then also I feel like as viewing this as a and I know they're still considered the Western world because they're in like Scandinavia. But I would say that we're viewing this through a North American lens, which I sometimes struggle with kind of aloof female characters or non-congenial female characters who aren't just outright villains because they're hard to get a read on, right? Like that's kind of one of the things. And I did find myself grappling with that and then trying to check myself like this is a Norwegian film and
Hmm.
Scandinavian women can sometimes come off as aloof to someone who maybe is like specifically like I'm coming from like a southern hospitality background, blah blah blah, like we're very open and very emotions forward and like her sister also didn't show I mean they both showed a lot of emotion through the film,
Yeah.
but you get what I'm saying. Like, there's just different demeanors that come out, especially when you're watching a film that is extremely authentic from the place that it is from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also have a harder time with people who are generally colder. Um, like I thought that she did a good job. Like I did, but I like in my family. I mean, if you're not like screaming at each other and crying at the top of your lungs, then something is wrong. and that and that is so it's very hard for me to watch somebody that's so stoic, especially I have had similar experiences to what she was going through, and I felt like I'm just not that stoic of a person. Like I wear my heart on my sleeve, and so yeah, I know I got what you were talking about, and I just think that, but I thought that she was outstanding at the same time. You know what
Oh,
I
she
mean?
was.
Yeah.
I think when it got towards the end of the movie and like probably in the last third when she had that scene with
Her
what's called
sister.
with no with Elle Fanning when Elle is like
Oh,
I can't understand this woman's sadness or her I just can't understand her. And
yes.
that's when I understood my perception of Nora's performance. Where I was just like, I'm watching you and I'm so captivated by you, but I don't understand you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when it came to that last scene, which I absolutely loved, and then I realized, oh wait, now I'm watching the movie within the movie, not the actual, not her experience. I
Right.
just it clicked for me of just well, first off, what an incredible actor. How do we say her name? Renat? What an incredible actor she is. But then it just made me understand how little I understood Nora. But at the same time, I was
Mhm.
being shown like this beautifully fleshed out, nuanced performance of a person that maybe I necessarily don't need to understand, but
Yeah.
she understands her. So yeah.
Yeah. Can I also mention, I think maybe this is just for our synopsis at the end. I don't know. But like it's as much as this is extremely heavy family, like I mean, goodness gracious, there's like, like um there's self-harm in this and there's, various different very serious matters, but it felt almost like a lighthearted film by today's standards. And also considering just kind of everything we have to take in every day, just right now in general. But like that, and then also again, like compared to films that really only talk about that stuff, like we're gonna do, one battle after another, and we're gonna have to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
And Frankenstein's, I mean, that's an old tale, but it's, pretty gruesome. So I just felt like this it's a story about a family, and like I felt like it was kind of not I don't know. I hate to call it a break, but it was almost like having a little break.
Yeah,
Like
was very
not
much
it's not fluff, but it's lighter.
yeah, it definitely felt like a slice of life movie. And I'm not,
Yeah.
when people say that, I never really know what it means, but it's the closest I can come to
Mm-hmm.
approximating how I would describe this film. Because I don't think it negates the seriousness of any of the topics that it's talking about, but at the same time, it's not really making a statement on them, it's showing them. And then just kind of showing us the experience of a family working through it, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about Stellan because he's probably going to win an Oscar for this role. How do
You
we
think
feel
so?
about Stellan?
You think so?
I think he's the front runner, isn't he? I think he is.
Who else is in that category?
Well, Jacob.
Jordan.
Who I want Jacob to win, but I don't
Jacob won't win, but yes.
think.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, see.
Michael B.
See,
Is
I mean, look, I'm not here on Sinners Week for a reason,
no, Michael
so
B.
I'll
Jordan's
leave it.
the lead. Michael B. Jordan's a
But
lead.
he is the front runner. Michael B. Jordan's the front runner.
Yeah, but not for this category because Stellan's for supporting. Michael B. Jordan is for lead.
Oh, well then who else is in supporting?
Supporting is Jacob for The Creature.
I always forget he's supporting for that.
I know it should be lead,
Yeah, I
but
don't think he's going to
the world
win.
we live in.
Right.
Sean Penn for One Battle.
Oh, see, that's who I want to win.
Haven't seen it yet.
Delroy Lindo for Sinners, and Benicio del Toro for One Battle. After
Yeah, see, I'm not even a big Sean Penn. Like, I don't mind him. I could take him or leave him. But when we watch that movie, man, you come out of that and tell me that man does not deserve an Oscar for that role. Oh my God, the best villain.
Really?
Oh my God.
Sean
Oh my God.
But this is kind of the ongoing discussion every year where supporting actors get further and further away from actually playing supporting roles. So my question first, do we consider what Stellan does in this movie as a supporting performance or no?
No, he's the lead in this film. This is insane.
Like, I think to Lily Gladstone in whatever that movie was, where
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
she felt like a supporting role, but then she was lobbying and she campaigned for lead actress. And then her logic was, I'm the lead like female performer in this movie, and without me, the movie doesn't happen. Like without my character, I was like, okay, that makes sense. And I feel like that's what Stellan is in this movie.
I mean, also he just is like he is the. I don't know. Like, if there's two leads in this film, it's obviously him and Nora.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jacob Elordi plays Frankenstein in a movie called Frankenstein. So
Well, he's Frankenstein Jr.
sure, but it's crazy. Crazy talk.
Frankenstein Jr. Yeah, I think going into it, just knowing the hype of, I think he's won at least one award. I think he won the Golden Globe for this movie.
Stellan?
Oh wait, actually, I have the list pulled up. Hold on, let's see. What did he win for? What did he win? No. Oh, he won Best Supporting at the Boston Society of Film Critics. He won at the Dallas Fort Worth Film Critics Association. He won. No, not there. Golden. Yeah, he won the Golden Globe. Yeah, and the supporting actor Golden Globe is only for like across all movies. It's not like best lead where they have musical and comedy and drama. Like he won. He's the supporting actor. And after having seen it, just since there was so much hype, at least for me, knowing that he won the Globe, I don't want to say I was underwhelmed or disappointed. I just wasn't really surprised by anything. It felt like Stellan doing exactly what I anticipated Stellan would do, which was be great at being natural and emotionally connected and himself, ultimately.
Yeah.
And not to say that that doesn't deserve recognition, but I think for me, when I look at that and I put it up against what Elordi did as the creature, for my personal, like if I was voting, I would say that the creature, like the work that had to go into Jacob's role in terms of the physicality, in terms of the progression of having to learn speech,
in terms of what kind of emotion he had to convey with his face.
Yeah.
And
like-
to that point, to your point, as far as creature acting, I would, and I've said this about many things involved with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I would venture to say that Stellan Skarsgård's performance in the Pirates movie uh, would warrant an Oscar more than this performance necessarily. Not saying this one's bad, but I just think that there's more acting involved and harder acting involved with what he did in that film.
Mhm.
Hmm. I
Interesting.
can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah. So to like just to your point, I think yes. I almost always will think that anytime a creature actor has lines, that their job is immediately harder than anybody else's on that film.
Oh yeah.
Like that's just right where I go with that because to convey things through makeup. That's why I do think Zoe Saldana deserves the credit and the money and whatever that she gets because I'm like she is doing.
She does.
She's doing the stuff. Like she's doing it.
She just did. I don't think she deserved an Oscar for what she got it for.
No, that movie is the more I go back in my brain and think about that, the more of a flaming pile of what the hell was that. I'm like, I can't believe
What movie?
it's what is why do I want to say Amelia Clark? Poor girl. That's that one. Whatever the heck the name was.
Amelia Clark.
I wouldn't say it's horrible. That poor girl.
Yeah, it does sound right, though.
That's not right. But you know what I'm talking about. It was Emilio Estevez, whatever the name of the movie was.
Emilio
I didn't see that one.
you didn't miss much, Lauren.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, you should at least go watch the musical number or one of the musical numbers in it.
You mean man
Yeah.
to woman, woman
Man to woman, woman to man. Yeah.
vagina? Yes.
That song is ridiculous. Anyway,
It's
we want to talk about things that shouldn't have won or been
Whoa. It's such a slap in the face that got more Oscar love as a musical than Wicked did. Say what you will about Wicked.
I agree. It's outlandish.
It's crazy. But
Is it Amelia Perez?
yeah.
Was that
Yes, that's it. See? Amelia.
I was about to Google it, and then I said, no, I think this is it.
Yeah, and even outside of that, she's the lead.
Amelia and Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Stellan aside, I do feel like the supporting actress nominations for this movie are legit supporting actress roles, so that is nice for both Elle as well as Inga. Let's talk about the two of them. I definitely think Inga deserves the supporting actress nomination. I didn't realize she was nominated, and I keep saying captivated, but yeah, I was captivated by her through the whole movie, where she like quietly snuck up on me to a point where halfway through I was like, this person's amazing. How was she not nominated? And then I didn't realize I wasn't paying attention. And
look, if you're going to show me that this character is knowingly sleeping with married men, and then I'm going to still care whether she lives or dies like later in the film, she's doing a really great job.
That's not the sister.
Is it not Nora, the other one?
The other one. Yeah. Wait, which one?
Is Nora not nominated?
They're both nominated.
They're both nominated.
Nora's the main girl, right? The actress one?
Yeah.
The one
She's the one sleeping with the married man. No.
Yeah.
Right now I'm talking about the other one.
The other sister. I don't know. The other sister was okay.
I thought the other sister was great.
I actually really liked her. I thought that
I don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked her. I like both her and Elle Fanning. I think that they are deserving of being nominated.
I don't know that Elle Fanning literally played an American actress, and she is indeed an American actress.
But she was, she was emoting.
If she deserves an Oscar nomination, then so did Julia Roberts and Catherine Zeta-Jones for America's Sweethearts. So I'm just saying.
I wouldn't have been mad if either of them were nominated for that movie.
Yes.
Yeah, and I agree. I think Elle was perfectly fine. Kind of like Stellan. I think she did what she had to do, and she did it well. Out of all the supporting nominations, I do think the sister was the one that stood out to me the most in terms of.
She was my favorite of them
Yeah.
all.
Like, I feel like she was almost like the glue that held the movie together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I liked the sister the more in scenes with Stellan because there was some sort of connection. I think they had very good chemistry.
did you not think she had good chemistry with the other sister, the Nora?
It was fine. I think sometimes I suffer because I don't have siblings and I just don't I don't know. I don't know. But that's no excuse because other people are only children and like I don't know. I just sometimes I think I'm not getting it. I'm like, is this real? Is this authentic? I don't know. Uh,
I do know what you mean. I think the scene where the two of them were like in bed cuddling, which sounds creepier, I guess, when I'm recounting it, but that's what they were doing. I was like, this feels very sisterly. Not that I have any frame of reference, but it just felt intimate in a way that felt very appropriate for siblings and like for adult siblings.
yeah.
I definitely
It's
felt
funny.
it in between them. Yeah.
It's funny because I do have a sister, and we're very close. Like she's one of my best friends. But I was thinking during that scene, I'm like, I don't think I would ever cuddle my sister. I just think it would be weird for some reason. But I mean, like, I love her. Like, I every time that we're leaving or whatever, I was like, bye, I love you, that kind of thing. But yeah, I just thought that's so like interesting because it was so intimate. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't think that I would ever do that to my sister. Not saying that
Fair.
people don't, but I'm just saying that that was in my particular case.
Yeah.
Do you think it's
I
like
would-
different
yeah, I would
between two sisters versus brother sister or brother brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And I've seen people that I've been friends with who have siblings kind of like depending on their, my best friends were horrible with their siblings. So I think that's also like the closest relationships I had, they were not like that. I'd seen a couple people be like that, but
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think regardless of how true to life it is, what stood out to me was that in watching it, it felt right for those two characters in that moment, which to me was a testament to like both of these actresses are doing such a good job, both individually
Yeah.
as well as like forming this dynamic. I think that's the heart of what made the movie work really well for me is that it did feel like they developed a very believable, deep rooted family dynamic between all the respective family members. Like they all had very clear trauma, clear relationships, clear affection that were unique to each branch of that family.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there was Elle Fanning, who was there.
And then there's all Fanning. I'm just glad they didn't go. I thought they were going to go the creepy route. I thought he was going to like try to date her.
Oh,
And then that didn't happen, and I was so relieved. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, God.
my mind never went there. I thought it was going to go a very sad route where he tried to turn her into his daughter in a creepier way, or not
That's
like
what
not
I
creepy,
thought.
but like a sadder way, a more
Yeah.
projected way. And I really appreciated and enjoyed that it didn't go in that route.
I think
And
the movie did that with a lot of things. They would get us thinking they were going to do something that we were really cringing about, and then they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Which is, again, relieving in a movie because, like, we see so many movies that's so depressing.
yeah, I think it's very sophisticated in that way, where it didn't go in those directions because that's not what the movie is ultimately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on the supporting actress front, my mind kept going to, did either of these people do a better job than Ariana Grande as Glinda? And I don't know.
I loved Ariana in Wicked for Good. I know that you have an issue with it, but in terms of her performance, I thought it was much stronger in For Good than in the original Wicked film. And I think it's because her part was bigger, but also she had much more emotional, whatever. I don't know. I mean, like, but in terms of supporting actress, Amy Madigan is who I'm supporting for that role.
Yeah.
Amy Madigan in Weapons.
We're going to make you watch it, Matt.
I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to. Once I get the best pictures out of the way, I usually try to watch as many of the acting nominated
Yeah.
performances as possible. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I weirdly enough am not angry that these two were nominated over Ariana Grande because yeah, I feel like I think everything that she did in Wicked for Good was great, but the structure of that movie didn't highlight her performance as well as it could have because it sits weirdly in this in-between zone where it's not quite a lead role, it's definitely not a supporting role, and the movie is just so convoluted that anything that she does, as good as it is in isolation, doesn't really have impact for me the way that it should. Whereas I think both of these characters, yeah, their roles fit neatly into the movie in a supporting capacity.
All
And
right, and here's the knife. Go ahead, stab me right here.
oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Ariana won. She has the money. She did the movie. She's the real winner out of
No,
everyone.
it was going to be it was going to be, and it always will be Amy Madigan in that thing.
Yep.
I don't think she's going to win, but I thought,
I know.
yeah,
Who's the front runner? Do we know?
huh?
Probably somebody from Sinners.
Was
I don't
Sinners
know.
nominated for
No
that? For supporting?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's find
And
out.
actually, I think the woman that's nominated was my favorite part of that movie.
Which movie?
Oh, yeah. So many names I don't know how to pronounce. I don't want to be wrong. The lady who played Annie in Sinners is
Oh
nominated.
no, not her.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
wait, is it Annie? Is she the larger woman, like real tall lady?
Yeah, I believe so. I think that.
Okay, yeah, that maybe it is then. I can't remember her character's name. I thought.
Oh,
I mean,
but
I think it
Tiana
was
Taylor for One Battle After Another.
Oh yeah, she's the favorite to win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still need to watch that one. I'm going to watch that when we get to
It's
it.
great. I mean, at least I thought it was, but I think there is I think there is a bug in my brain as there is many girls who were of the ages of like 10 to 13 in 1997. I am inclined to like most Leonardo DiCaprio films. Even as hard as I try to not like the man, I can't seem to not do that. So I think it was something they installed in our brains and it can never go away.
wasn't installed in my brain. I have to try very hard to enjoy anything he's in.
I was looking. I was reading this one post about somebody said that if they could go backward in time to like 1992 and the Growing Pains set when Leonardo DiCaprio was on there, and said one of you is going to be a multiple Oscar nominee, and that Kirk Cameron would have probably been the one that thought there was going to be.
And one of you will assist in the evangelization of the country.
Right, exactly.
Kudos.
Kirk would have been like, I'm going to do both.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to think what else I want to talk about with this movie. Oh, how did everyone feel about all the flashbacks? Like flashback to the history of the house, flashback.
I thought they were well done,
Yeah,
personally.
I like the flashbacks, especially the one about the mom, and it gave me a little more insight into Stellan Skarsgård's character and why he was the way that he was, and so I thought that was really an interesting one. But yeah, I kind of like I kind of like flashbacks in general, like because they give you a little bit of backstory that you might not feel like you're getting, and so yeah, I enjoyed them.
Yeah, I enjoyed them more than in theory I thought I would, which I'll keep saying variants of that when it comes to this movie. It doesn't seem like a movie that I should like by my own standards, but I really did. But I appreciate with the flashbacks how they were just so well done. I think the cinematography was so well done where it was very clearly of an era, even if it was just film grain and the way that the color was graded, where I didn't have to work too hard to try to piece together in my mind when this was taking place in the timeline.
Yeah.
And I think that's a testament to like how well it was shot, but also how well it was edited. just the movie flowed so beautifully.
Mhm.
Yeah, one thing that I thought was kind of weird was I always assumed that it was the mom's family's house until they said like, "Oh, dad owns the house," and then we got more flashbacks because I think it was just odd to me to know that his character left the family essentially, but then they also like the mom stayed in the house.
Well, I think when we found that out, I think that that is supposed to show us that maybe he's a more caring father than than all of this other stuff is leading us on to, because we're supposed to see it through the daughter's eyes at the beginning,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then it switches into seeing it through his eyes at some point.
Yeah, like once I connected those dots, it gave me more insight into him. Initially, like I think what I thought was going to happen, what I thought the movie was going to end up being about, was when the sister said, "Oh, we don't know if dad's going to sell the house." And she's like, "Why would he do that? Because it's in his name." I assumed that it
The
was the
mother had,
family house.
yeah,
It somehow, because of marriage, went to him, and that it was going to be a family eruption of drama of like, oh, the guy who married into the house now gets to keep it. But then no, like the fact that there was that switch was really telling, which I appreciated. And also, do we think is the mom the one who's narrating the movie? Who's narrating the movie? Is
I
that
don't
Oh,
all?
know. I don't think we're supposed to know.
I think
yeah.
I feel like it's the mom in heaven. I don't know.
I think
Sure.
you're right because I mean, I didn't really think about it, but I think in the back of my head, I thought that that's who was narrating the movie. So I must have gotten it from somewhere. Um, so anyway, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Food for thought. Food for thought. Yeah. What else is it nominated for? So it's also nominated for Best Original Screenplay. Do we feel like it has a chance there? It is up against. Actually, Sinners is probably going to win, but let's see. Um, Blue Moon. It was just an accident. I don't know what that is. Marty Supreme and Sinners.
It'll probably either be Marty Supreme or Sinners, but
Yeah,
it's a pretty, I don't want to say simple, but I mean, you know, I feel like it's a pretty straightforward screenplay.
yeah, I agree. I just that's what I was saying earlier. Is like basically the same thing was happening throughout the entire movie
Mhm.
for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Mhm.
I'm just saying that I was able to like catch up. Like I still could look away from my phone and then look, I mean, look away at my phone and then look at the screen and I still knew what was happening. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. And I don't know, maybe that means that it is good, like it was doing what it needed to do, but I did feel like it was a very simple story. That like Sinners to me. I mean that I haven't seen Marty Supreme, but Sinners. I mean, like I started that movie. That was another movie that I had no idea what it was going to be about.
Oh, I
I
still don't know.
I had a feeling that it was. I heard that it was going to be a horror movie.
No spoilers.
Oh, sorry. Um.
Uh,
So anyway, that's it.
Oh, I'm so sad. Shortly after our show last week, when I said I was going to watch Begonia, not knowing anything, I was going
Yeah.
through Instagram and I had what I think is a major spoiler for the movie. Just
Oh, maybe, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So maybe well, I'll probably still watch it, but won't enjoy it as much, knowing
Oh,
that
Begonia is my favorite.
is the
Begonia.
alien
Are we
things.
watching that?
Is that the surprise? Is the
It's
fact that
not on our lineup right now, right? No.
I don't
it is
think so.
not?
I don't remember
But
it.
I would recommend, if you have the time, I would recommend watching it before our Oscar show, because I do think that because Emma Stone's nominated, it's nominated. Yorgos is not nominated.
Yeah. Well, to that point, actually, let's talk about the best director because the guy who did this is nominated. So
Yeah.
our nominees are it's another name I don't know how to say. Joaquin, it's not Joaquin. Sentimental Value Man, Chloe Zhao, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Ryan Coogler for Sinners, and Paul for One Battle After Another. Do we think this movie has any chance at a best director win?
No. I mean, I thought that the direction was really good. I like the filmmaking.
Yeah.
I like the filmmaking, but I just know either Ryan Coogler or
Or
Chloe
Paul
Zhao.
Thomas and oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna say Paul
I think
Thomas Anderson.
either of them are going to win Best Director, and Sinners and Tenant, either of them are going to win Best Picture. Like I have a feeling like it's going to be a split.
Yeah. I'm hoping Hamnet comes to some sort of streaming platform.
No,
You have to
Over
watch
the
it.
next like 3 weeks.
I know because this one was an expensive one to rent. I was like $9.99.
Oh, this one was, yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, that is expensive to rent. I keep thinking back to Poor Things year, and I mentioned this before we went live, that at the time we had to watch Poor Things, for me, it wasn't easy to see in theaters, and it wasn't available to rent online. So I now, in perpetuity, own a digital copy of Poor Things. I'm never going to watch it.
You're a very lucky person, Matt.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to watch that movie again. It was fine. It was fine. I don't know.
So relaxing.
No, it's not. Emma Stone with a mediocre British accent, just being all monstery for a few hours. Yeah. Saying Bella.
Well, I can assure you she does not have a British accent in Begonia.
Thank goodness. Because she's an alien, apparently. That's what I learned.
Is that also Yorgos Lanthimos?
Yes.
Yes, it's Yorgos Lanthimos.
Oh.
Yorgos.
I'm now. What do Yorgos fans call themselves? Are we what are we Yorgies?
Yeah, you're Yorgies, like corgis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a Yorgie now. So.
Wait, what was his other movie before Poor Things?
Kinds of Kindness, which I started, but then I haven't been able to go back to because it became unavailable on that platform that I started it on. So.
The only movie that I liked of his.
Oh, The Favorite and
Favorite. That's exactly it.
The Lobster.
And I don't know if
I have to go back to Killing of a Sacred Deer. I have to be ready to consume Nicole Kidman, and I'm not in a Nicole Kidman mood very often.
Oh, she's great.
The Lobster I could not get into. I was like, what the heck is happening?
Which one? Dogtooth?
Lobster. The Lobster. I couldn't get into.
I don't know if I've seen that one. See, I got to go do the backlog.
Lobster, I think, is a movie where everyone in the world of the film has to pick an animal to be turned into when they hit like a certain age, like 30.
Yeah.
And then they need to, like, if they fall in love, I think them and their partner can turn into the same animal. So this guy is trying to fall in love before he decides to turn into a lobster or something. I think that's what Lobster's about. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Sounds like a different world of Tusk.
Yeah.
Oh God.
This is where I say that I am lowbrow.
No Tusk. We never mentioned Tusk.
Have you seen it?
No, but I know more of that movie, and I've seen more images.
I would not recommend that for you.
I'm aware. No, I don't know. No more Tusk. I was that movie was out of my mind until right now. But no, Dogtooth. Danette, see Dogtooth. You'd like Dogtooth. I saw Dogtooth. Dogtooth was good. More blood than I would like, but it was quite good. Yeah. So there we go. Oh yeah, and I guess we've kind of talked about Renate as a Best Actress nominee, but do we think she has a chance at winning? Do we think that this was Best Actress award worthy nomination?
She's in the category with Tiana Taylor's supporting actress, right?
So this is lead. So she's up against Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs I'd Kill You, or Kick You, not Kill You, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue, and Emma Stone for Begonia.
I mean, obviously, I think Emma Stone should win.
I have no idea. I still need to watch some of these movies. So
as long as Kate Hudson doesn't win, I'm happy.
Kate Hudson was pretty good in that movie. I will say.
God, I'd have to be on. I don't even know what to get me to watch a Kate Hudson and Hugh Jackman movie.
Hugh Jackman, we love him
together. That's just too. That's too. I don't know. It feels so cringe. I don't know.
You think it was cringe?
They're both just so smiley. I'm like, I can't.
I did not enjoy that movie. I will say, Song Sung Blue, but they're both very well cast in it. Like the cringe is kind of the heart of the movie.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, and she is very good. Kate is yeah. Kate deserves the nomination. Kate deserves the nomination.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with Emma Stone as usual. If Emma Stone is an option, that's the option I'm gonna take.
Okay. I haven't seen Hamnet, but I think my vote will be Jessie Buckley from what I've heard. And I have a natural affinity for anything that's Shakespeare themed. So yeah. Yeah, like I really hope Hamnet is as good as I want it to be.
Yeah, that's what I am too. I'm like really hoping. I do like
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll see. Oh, and just looking at this list, it's showing me last year's nominees, and I'm still pained for Cynthia. Poor Cynthia.
Poor Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Poor Cynthia.
Poor Cynthia.
Oh, poor Demi.
Well,
I say poor Demi.
Perfect World would have been Demi last year, and then For Good would have been a good enough movie for Cynthia to get nominated and win. Cynthia put so much work and so much heart into bringing Alphaba to life that it was deserving of an Oscar, but circumstances made it not so. Hold on. I'm changing my name to Justice for Cynthia.
Oh, God.
Justice for Cynthia. Hold on. Cynthia. Save. I might even just keep that for the rest of the series. Justice for Cynthia. Where is she? Hold on. Justice for Cynthia.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I have the doll. She's beautiful. Look how beautiful she is. She'll never accept an Oscar for this role.
I have this one. Piero.
Oh wait, hold on.
I've got this one.
Piero.
Oh, I like that.
It's almost the same as my Care Bear. I'm so entertained that I have all these things just within an arm's reach. Look, I also have the Cowardly Lion.
Oh, how cute!
Oh, and wait, then this is the best one in the series. The Tin Man.
Oh, that is good.
Get it? He's grumpy because he was
there. Yeah.
And to go back to contributing to this conversation about what is a Oscar-worthy supporting performance, I say Ethan Slater as Bach. But we're not in a world where the Academy will acknowledge a true supporting role that has limited and does so much with that limited screen time. But
well, I don't know. Is Benicio del Toro nominated? Because
yeah.
Okay. Well, wait and watch that movie. You want to talk about limited screen time? I mean, I think if we were talking about true supporting actor, I feel like
supporting. Is he like there for 5 minutes and that's it?
I would say he's one of the best examples of true supporting I've seen in a while. I know we're not on that movie right now, but that's
what I want a supporting performance to be.
That's why I think the composure. We'll get there. That I'm a big fan of that movie.
Interesting. I have very low expectations for that movie. I'm looking more and more forward to it. Oh, but Leo's in it, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah, I know. You're talking. I just willingly watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood the other night. So I mean,
that's from Oscar seasons years ago. There's no need to watch that now.
I know, but it was on. It's like one of those movies that I just watch when it's on.
I've still not seen it, sadly. Maybe one day. I think the reason I've stayed away from that one, and I now know kind of how it ends, knowing that Sharon Tate is a character in that movie made me iffy to watch a Quentin Tarantino directed film that involves Sharon Tate from that era. But
I could see that.
Yeah, and I I'm so upset by the true life history of it that I didn't.
I will say, other than the fact that that movie itself was nominated, it ties back in with Oscar season because many of those young people have gone on to become Oscar nominees and Oscar winners.
As they should. It's Margot Robbie.
You know, last year's Best Actress winner was in that film.
What? Honora was in that movie?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think she deserved to win last year, but that's a different conversation. But good
well, we're in agreement there.
Yes. Now we are. All right. Well, There it is. Anything else that we want to say or talk about with sentimental value? Actually, I do. What do we think of the title? Is the title, that was something I wanted to dive into. Is the title an adequate title for what this movie is?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't really think about it. The only thing that went through my head while thinking of that title is gonna take a sentimental value. Even though that's not the lyrics, but that's what came through my head. Oh, it's getting late for me.
Aren't you 3 hours behind us?
Yeah.
But yeah, when it got to the scene when they were throwing things out, they were like, "Oh, it has sentimental value." I thought, "Oh, maybe it'll be about
Right?
materialistic things."
You do the thing where you're like, oh, they said it. They said it.
That's the title of the movie. It didn't go anywhere, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. The title was fine.
I think it was good.
Yeah. Anything else before we play our game?
Game
No,
time.
it better not be a quote game. This better not be a quote game because I will.
Yes,
lose
fill in the Norwegian.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the Norwegian.
Okay. So tonight's game is called Name That Skarsgård. In honor
Oh,
of Stellan and his real life acting family. I didn't have much time today, so ChatGPT made up this game for us, just so you know. So what I asked it to do was give us a clue of a movie that features a Skarsgård actor. I will read you the clue, and then you can get 1 point if you tell me which Skarsgård was in the film, and a second point if you can name the movie itself. This won't be a time in or whatever. Like, we'll take turns. So Jeanette will have a turn, and if Jeanette doesn't get it, then Lauren, you can steal, so on and so forth.
Okay. And it's just movies, no TV?
I think it's just movies. We'll see. We'll see
Okay.
when we get there. Yeah, so you don't need to write anything down. And if your opponent doesn't get it, then you have a chance to steal. All right, here we go. So we'll start with Jeanette because you're right there.
Okay.
Here we are. This Skarsgård sang ABBA songs on a Greek island alongside Meryl Streep.
Oh, that's Stellan Skarsgård in Mamma Mia.
You get 2 points. Well done.
why didn't I get that question? I knew that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Lauren, here we go. This Skarsgård starred as a shirtless Viking prince seeking revenge with a very large axe.
Circus Viking Prince. Did you say
Shirtless.
Shirtless.
shirtless
Not circus, not like ringmaster. No.
Viking Prince?
Yeah, seeking revenge with a very large axe.
Very large axe.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say Alexander, but I don't know the movie.
All right, you get a point for Alexander. Jeanette, would you like to steal and name the movie?
Yes. I know it's Alexander, and it is The Northman.
It is The Northman. Okay, so Lauren, you get a point for
Oh,
Alexander. Jeanette, you get a point for Northman. Next, Jeanette. Oh, some of these are TV.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I know those too.
Okay. Jeanette, this Skarsgård played a brooding vampire boyfriend in a hit.
That would be Alexander Skarsgård on True Blood.
Well done. Okay, Lauren. This
Okay.
Skarsgård terrified children as a dancing clown who lives in the sewer.
Bill and It Part 2.
I'll give you 3 for that. There we go.
Nice.
Now, I will say ChatGPT categorized those 4 as the easy ones. So we're now moving into medium mode.
Okay, cool.
Oh my
cool.
God.
Jeanette, this Skarsgård played a morally conflicted physicist working on the Manhattan Project.
Oh. I mean, I'm gonna say Stellan, and I'm trying to remember what other. I don't think he was in Oppenheimer. What's that other one? What is the Manchurian Candidate? Is that a movie about that? Sure, let's say that.
Manchurian Candidate. Okay. You get a point for Stellan.
Okay.
Project was wrong. Lauren, would you like to steal? Would you like to guess what movie he was that person in?
I mean, I'm just gonna guess Oppenheimer.
You're correct. It's Oppenheimer.
Oh, dude, I didn't remember him being in Oppenheimer.
Okay, Lauren. This Skarsgård played a Swedish tech billionaire suspected of murder in a snowy mystery.
In a snowy mystery.
Snowy mystery.
Bill in Murder on the Orient Express. I don't know.
No and no. Jeanette?
Well, unless it is that weird rando third Skarsgård or fourth Skarsgård, I'm gonna say it's Alexander.
In?
And I don't know, some Swedish movie.
You are wrong on both. We were looking for Stellan in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo 2011.
Oh,
I didn't
it's
see
been
that.
so long since I've seen that. Oh my gosh.
Um,
That movie is snowy, isn't it? Yeah.
I guess so. It has dragons. This see, ChatGPT tried to be funny, and I think it's trying to make a joke with this one.
God.
Why is it getting a sense of humor?
I don't know. Okay, sure. Whose turn is it? I can't remember.
I think it's Jeanette's turn.
Jeanette. Okay, Jeanette.
Okay.
Yeah.
This Skarsgård starred in. Are these the same? I don't know. Is no.
Is it paining you? What happened?
I just can't make sense of this. Okay, well, I guess I'll read this clue. This Skarsgård starred in a. It's hard to say. Skarsgård starred in a bleak Southern Gothic film alongside Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's Bill. Pat-
God, I don't know.
Southern Gothic. It's like I can see it in my head, but I have no idea what the title of the movie is. I don't know. It's Bill though, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, you got a point for Bill. Lauren, do you want to guess
Yeah.
the movie?
Okay,
I can
who's in the movie? Tom Holland and who?
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. God, I can like see it.
Oh God, I don't know.
I've never heard of this movie.
I have no idea.
We were looking for The Devil All the Time.
No, yeah, see, I would have never guessed that, but like I can remember either the trailer or the poster or something in my head.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, next. Lauren, this Skarsgård played a narcissistic tech CEO trapped on a luxury yacht that goes very, very wrong. Oh yeah, this movie. This movie. Not about this movie.
Alexander. Was it one of the Knives Out movies? Was it?
Is that your final answer?
I forget, what is it called? The Glass Onion or something like that?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll go with that.
That is the name of the movie, but that's not the movie that we're looking for. Glass Onion is the second Knives Out movie, though. But
Okay.
Jeanette, would you like to steal the movie? It is Alexander, so you got a point for Alexander.
And he's on a boat?
Yep. Luxury yacht goes very, very wrong.
I don't know, ghost ship? No, I'm joking. No.
Oh, now I'm
I don't know.
We were looking for Triangle of Sadness from 2022. Remember that movie? It was nominated
That
for
was a
Oscar.
Knives Out movie?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It was not a Knives Out movie. There was no Knives Out.
No, I don't remember that. I remember the name of the movie, but I don't remember that movie.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, no, I did see it. It wasn't great. Okay. Now we're moving into what ChatGPT calls the hard chaotic mode, promising maximum confusion.
There's
Yeah.
two things that haven't come up yet that I'm shocked haven't come up.
Yeah, I'm
Three actually. Yeah.
There's one that I'm expecting.
Whose turn is it? I can't remember.
It's Jeanette.
Jeanette? Okay. So Jeanette, this Skarsgård played a traumatized soldier whose son may or may not be real.
A traumatized soldier whose son may or may not be real.
Yeah. That's what it says.
I don't know. Stellan. I have no idea what movie that is.
It is Stellan. Good job.
It sounds familiar to me, the plot, but I don't know what it is.
We were looking for Nymphomaniac volumes 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, that was right on the tip of my tongue.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Lauren, this
Okay.
Skarsgård starred in a gothic revenge story involving crows, rain, and face paint.
Say the last one. It's about what?
This Skarsgård starred in a gothic revenge story involving crows, rain, and face paint.
I'm just gonna go with the movie that I am thinking is going to be in this game, and that's Alexander, and the movie is Pillion.
You are incorrect. Jeanette?
It's Bill Skarsgård, the Crow.
Correct.
Oh,
I saw your eyes light up, Jeanette.
I still haven't watched it, but that's just because I'm scared of I don't know. It's the Crow. I don't want to mess with it in my head.
Okay. Okay. Yep. So it has 2 more for me. Here we go. This Skarsgård played a troubled Swedish prince in a prestige European drama.
This is for me or for
that's
Lauren?
for you.
For me,
Yeah.
in a prestige period drama.
Yep.
Oh
Or no,
Lord,
prestige European drama.
European drama.
Mhm.
Oh, Stellan, and it was like his first job. I think it was like his first acting job.
You are
Over.
incorrect on both fronts.
Okay.
Lauren?
Okay, I'm going to say it is Bill,
Okay.
and I have no idea.
You're also wrong. We were looking for Gustav
There we
Skarsgård.
go. There's that rando for
in Evil.
Skarsgård.
The movie's just called Evil. Evil.
Gotcha.
All right. And our final question of the regular round for Lauren. This Skarsgård, I think this is TV, FYI, survived multiple seasons of political intrigue, incest, and dragons.
In Dragons. So is
Dragons.
this Game of Thrones?
I don't know.
Was Alexander in Game of Thrones? I'm just going to go Alexander Game of Thrones.
Incorrect on both
Damn
fronts.
it.
Jeanette?
I'm trying to remember if there were dragons in Hemlock Grove, because that's the one. Can you read it again?
Yep. This Skarsgård survived multiple seasons of political intrigue, incest, and dragons.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hemlock Grove and Bill Skarsgård.
Incorrect. We were looking for
Okay, yeah.
Gustav Skarsgård
On
in Viking.
Who cares about Gustav? No, I'm just kidding.
What if Gustav is one of the people watching right now? He
Right.
has nothing else to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, there were no dragons in Hemlock Grove, but maybe I'm like forgetting.
Okay. I'm going to count up our points. Lauren, you have 6.
Okay.
Jeanette, you have 10. How many points do we want to wager for our bonus round?
All in.
All in.
All in. All in. Okay. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to make a bonus question. Can you please give us a bonus question?
Thinking.
No, I don't like those questions. Do I? Okay, sure. Why not? Let's do this. Okay, here we go. I invite you for this round to just shout out the answer, and whoever gets it right or closest first will win. Okay. This Skarsgård starred in a prestigious HBO series where he did not play a Viking vampire villain or creep. Instead, spent most of the time emotionally imploding opposite Nicole Kidman.
Oh, Alexander Skarsgård in Big Little Lies.
That's correct.
Dang it!
Well done. How did you know? You don't care for Nicole Kidman.
And that's the reason I never continued with that show. There wasn't enough Alexander Skarsgård to balance out everything else I didn't like about it. I needed more Alexander Skarsgård having angry sex, and there wasn't enough of that. So.
Oh my god.
There we go. Well done. Well done. Jeanette, you win. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Congratulations. Okay. Well, there we go. That was Sentimental Value. Next week, we are talking about K-pop Demon Hunter.
Yeah. I'm about halfway through it. It's just only because I started it at like 11 o'clock at night. But
And I've seen it 4 times.
Is it good? What is it? I'm so
it's good. It's good so far.
You just have to watch it. You can't go into it expecting anything.
It's a sensation.
Yeah. I went into it as a K-pop fan, and I came out of it as a K-pop fan.
Like, I don't care about K-pop, and I actively dislike anime. So
it's not anime. It's actually animated more like Turning Red.
Or Spider-Man. It's more like Spider-Man.
Or Spider-Man, yeah.
Okay. I'm on board.
Somewhere in between those two. Because there's a lot, especially the opening scene, the way that like some of the side characters are animated really reminded me of Turning Red. Like the way they moved. It was really funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll see. Well, I'll come back next week just singing Golden. That's the song, right? Golden.
Yeah.
It's a song that's always in my head.
The song's called We're Going. I just kept saying that song We're Going Up, and then I realized it was the same song as Golden. I was like, oh, that's a lot easier to say.
I've been listening to Disco Snails on repeat. If no one knows it, I recommend look up Disco Snails. It's great.
Disco Snails?
Snails.
How do snails disco? They don't even have little fingers.
Annette, inside every snail shell is a tiny disco ball. Disco isn't dead. Instead, it turns out that it just got small. Boogie all up in their buggy bodies. These freaky snails of nature know how to.
Why does this sound like a Storybot song?
Disco Snails. They're off to San Francisco where the disco's off the rails. It's quite catchy. So yeah, everyone go. While I watch K-pop Demon Hunters, I encourage all of you to listen to Disco Snails.
Perfect.
We'll reconvene next week. But until then, it's that time. Tell everyone your final thoughts on Sentimental Value, who you are, where they can find you, and anything else you want the good people to know. We'll start with Lauren.
Okay. So my final thoughts on the film was that I did enjoy it. It's probably not going to be one that I'm going to watch over again. But I did think that the performances were solid. I thought that the filmmaking was solid. So I'm glad that I watched the film. And where you can find me, I'm kind of taking a break from most social media right now, but if you can find me, I'm at Lauren's Toy Box on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. And that's it.
See you, Lauren. See you next week.
Hello. Yeah, so Sentimental Value. This was if we can give a little peek behind the curtain, this was my suggestion in place of Marty Supreme. Because I don't want to watch a Timothy Chalamet movie again. I'm so sorry, Timmy. But yeah, so I just I think that it's a good film. Again, I'll watch anything with a Skarsgård in it because they're good actors. Honestly, they're easy to look at, but they're also really good actors. So, you know, gotta give them credit for that. And so yeah, you can find me here, and then you can find me on Instagram. That's pretty much where you can find me. And TinkerJ787, that's me right there. Find me, please.
Yay. And find you we
Yeah.
shall. Bye. And I'm Matt. This is my channel. Like I said, I've thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and I'm still trying to figure out why. On paper, as I have said, it's not a film I thought I would like, but I very much did. I think the acting is supreme. Is it Marty supreme? It's even more supreme than Marty because, you know, Timmy. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. I would not be angry if it won in any of the categories that it's nominated for. I think it will probably win for foreign film as it deserves to. And Stellan, if Stellan wins, I'm not mad at Stellan Skarsgård getting an Oscar. So there we are. Yeah, this is my channel. Follow me here. Follow me on Instagram at Yipchuck. And that's pretty much it. Join us next week. We're going to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters. Woo! Until then, my name is Matt. I have 2 degrees, and that's the teacup for one. How do you end this?